for Southeast Development Commission. APC accuses Peter Obi of mobilizing outrage against Tinubu. And Wike says planned protest is political. We'll go for a short break, and when we return, I will introduce our guests and we head into the discussions for today. Do stay tuned.
Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought a very family.
Natural occurrence, war, the world economy.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought a very family.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought a very family.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today.
from the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought a very family.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought a very family.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought a very family.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today.
It's my pleasure to have you back on ATN Politics here on Atlantic Television Network, right here in Port Harcourt. I am your host, Raymond Ken Mbata, and our guest today is a political analyst. Came highly recommended. I'm talking of no other than Lawrence Obuko here. It's a pleasure, sir, having you on ATN Politics.
Thank you. God bless you.
Welcome, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's head on to the discussions for today. All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, has dismissed the possibility of suspending the Anambra State Governor, Charles Soludo, from the party. Correspondent reports that APGA's national chairman, Edozie Njoku, made this known while addressing journalists in Lagos State. Njoku said all Progressive Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, will gain if Soludo is suspended from APGA. According to the party chairman, there is no such plans to suspend the governor, adding that every political party is bound to experience problems. Yes, sir. Concerning APGA and their decision not to suspend Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, why is there a rift, a development of a rift, a schism between Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo and his party, APGA? Why is there an issue between them, sir?
You know, in APGA, formation of APGA began from the northeast, the southeast. Whatever thing you are doing, APGA had been at the lead or on the lead politically in southeast. And if you know, in every political party, there must be people, or there are people who want to be at the helm of affairs. And when the thing happens to go off their hands, you see them, they begin to create one problem or the other from one corner to the other. Feeling I should have been better, it should have been better I am the person at the helm of affairs, instead of this person that is now manning the affairs of the state. So, and it is not this time. If we trace back from the time of the national chairman of APGA, from one problem to the other. Even at the time of Chris Ngigi, problems have been arising from that political party. P2B also was able to come into that office of governor of Anambra State as a result of crisis as well. So P2B had his way, and from then Anambra State had been governed by ABGA. And every other person who who contacted with Soludo would have said, it should have been me instead of the other person. And for that, you see them creating one problem or the other in the party. But it's one of the things that there must be crisis, there must be kind of disagreement in the political party. That is the beauty of politics.
Okay, sir. Njoko, the party chairman, is saying that they are not going to take any decision concerning any punitive measure or punishment to be meted out to Charles Soludo, being that it will benefit the other parties. Is there any move by any of the parties, either PDP, APC, or Labour Party, to poach Charles Soludo out of ABGA?
You know, there must be move like that. In political party, or to be formidable in a political party, you must wool in the other political party too, or the other leaders of the other political party to your own party, as to make your party formidable. You know, in Southeast, I don't think PDP is holding any other governorship or power in the Southeast. It's neither APC, ABGA. So, and PDP will want to hold to Anambra State. APC as well also want to hold to Anambra State. So there is every possibility that they could go to governors to shop and to woo them into their own political party, maybe to APC or to PDP. So if we hear that they are trying to wool him in, and the party saying we have not decided or have ever thought about suspending Soludo, because it will create a kind of enabling environment to one political party or the other, then I think the truth cannot be far-fetched from that. Because I know too well that in PDP want to hold to Anambra State. They want to gain power in Anambra State. And any slighted suspension of Soludo, you have given a ground or bigger ground for another political party. Because those of them out there will be wanting him to come into their party, while the other people will be saying, come to our own party. While the people where he is, they will say, please remain where you are, don't shift. So I think that is one of the things that is happening now in Anambra State. The people want to come in, APC want to take over, PDP want to take over, ABGA want to remain where they are. Labour Party want to gain power in Anambra State, as to say, at least we have one or two states controlled by Labour Party, and then so that can give them more edge when they are vying for any other national office.
Okay, sir. Okay, being that Abdullahi Ganduje, the APC chairman, has already made his intention known to snatch Anambra State, and ABGA has been having issues of national outreach, national spread. They are only concentrated in one state. They have lost Imo State, and now it's just Anambra State. Is there a possibility that if Soludo happens to leave ABGA, or if any of the other parties are able to get the governorship ticket and win Anambra State, that is the beginning of the end of ABGA?
Yes. If Soludo happens to vote out of ABGA, join any other party, I tell you that's the end of ABGA in Southeast. It will be very much difficult for them to have clinched to the power again. And I know too well that Soludo, people must have been, the political parties, Ganduje must have been wooing him to the party. Maybe there may have been a kind of agreement, if this happened, then the other one will happen. That is why Ganduje must have been prouding, we are going to take over Anambra State. And there is no how you can take Anambra State without the people's mandate. The people is the sole powers of the state. When the people say no, I don't see the possibility of you taking over a particular state. You can see what is happening today in Nigeria, where the people are clamoring, want to go for protest, for hardship in this country. And the government in power or the government of the day are saying don't go because they know what it takes. So the solemn authority and power lies on the electorate. When they say no, they are no, they stand on that they are no. Even that we are in a country where nobody cares about, everybody is lawless. Then if the people said no, just imagine in America, where they say the secret service officer should resign. Just one call, she resigned. Here in Nigeria, they will tell you nothing will happen, and nobody will resign. So we are in the country where nobody, even democracy we are talking about, we don't practice democracy. But we are just on our own, everybody does the things the way he feels. Court, you can go to court and them have a kind of whatever thing you want to, get away with whatever thing you want. So APGA, if Soludo leaves APGA today, I feel that could be the end of APGA in the Anambra State, even in Southeast.
But sir, what has been the reason why? I mean, this is a party that had the blessings of Dim Chukwemeka Ojukwu. And what has been the reason that APGA has not been able to spread at least to the 5 southeastern states and retain?
You know, and there is something we say in our local palace, that the dogs, or the dog that owns a leg, is biting her leg. So the problem they have there is that they are the Southeasterners. They are the people also sabotaging themselves. Everybody wants to answer the governor of a state. Everybody wants to cling to power. Everybody will, so many of them will say, if not me, let there be nobody again. So for that reason, they are ever ready to go all mile to bring down their brother, bring down their sister. But in the north, it's not like that. When they go to their palace, maybe to their sultan of whichever state, they will say, my friend, you are for this, you are for that. Can you not step down for the other person? Instead of them, they will agree. But it's not like that this way. You are a king in your house. I'm a king in my house. The other person is a chief in his place. So nobody hears the other. That's the problem the Southeast is having. Now, Odumo Ojukwu, where they even have that power of even clinching to 1 or 2 states during his time, was because they feel he fought for them. They look at him to be their hero. They look at him to be a father. But if Nnamdi Azikiwe was to be alive and form such a party, nobody would have even joined him, because they feel he orchestrated what or the problem they are into. He signed to the problem they are into. But Ojukwu, they feel Ojukwu fought for them. No matter what, no matter people that died, Ojukwu was their father. Ojukwu stands to be their hero. So that is why you see them, anyhow it is, they will say no, let APGA remain as a kind of legacy Ojukwu has left before he died. That is, but not spreading. It's as a result of what they are doing to themselves. They wouldn't want, and remember that the North will see an Igbo man to be a saboteur. Bringing in Igbo man, allowing the Igbo from the party to spread that way, which means we are being ruled by Igbos. So that is the problem why the APGA could not spread. Okay. So you can see P2B, what stopped P2B from flying the flag of APGA? But he chooses to go to Labour Party because he feels that is well accepted party in the whole nation. For him going to APGA, if they would narrow it down to Igbo thing, Igbo people, Igbo thing. So that was why he couldn't flag. But he was from that particular, he ruled Anambra State through APGA. So what stops him from continuing from where he stopped? But he left that place because they feel it is now our thing. So now Igbo people get up. Then the Northern will say, no, now Igbo people thing. That is why the thing could not spread. And that is why it's not also spreading.
Okay, musings and analysis coming from Lawrence Obukoya concerning APGA coming almost to the twilight of their existence. Are they going to spread or are they going to die out? We stand to see. But don't forget, we are open for advert placements, bookings and commercials, and you can connect with us and watch us on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Also on Instagram and TikTok, TV Network 1. On X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. Or just live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. And on to the next topic for discussion. Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Okeze-Kalu, has expressed an extravagant gratitude to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, GCFR, for signing the Southeast Development Commission, SEDC, the bill into law, thereby approving the creation of the commission. It will be recalled that the bill was sponsored by Kalu and all the lawmakers from the Southeast region from the House of Representatives. The bill sought to establish a commission that will be charged with the responsibility to receive and manage funds from allocation of the Federation account for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of roads, houses, and other infrastructure which suffered by the region as a result of the effect of the Civil War after 54 years. The commission will as well tackle the ecological problems and any other related environmental or developmental challenges in the southeastern states, which include Abia, Imo, Enugu, Anambra, and Ebonyi. Reacting to the cheering news in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Livinus Wambo Hiogu, the elated Kalu profusely thanked President Tinubu, his colleagues in the National Assembly, and all Nigerians for supporting the bill. He also conveyed the appreciation of all Ndibo from the Southeast region, assuring them of more positive attention from the President. Yes, sir. Coming to development. In the mirror of what is happening in the Niger Delta, that we have the Niger Delta Development Commission, and also it has also occurred also in the Northeast Development Commission. I think the Southwest is also in course. I mean, every region, each of these the regions that we have here now are all having development commissions, and more importantly, for the Southeast Development Commission, saying that it is supposed to ameliorate the developmental backlog that they've had since the Civil Wars 50-something years ago. Do you think that the Southeast Development Commission will be able to meet up to its expectations, sir?
Yes. You see, what we are talking, I am not preaching hatred to a particular region. But one thing I must have to stress is that there is no one region that is better than the other. Just like we say in our local palace that nobody go say mama soup when mama cook no sweet. So no matter how worst your mother's soup looks like, when you see the best one, you say, no, my mother's own is more sweeter than this one. Now, the Southeasterners, they have really suffered much degradation after 54 years after the war. Now, NDDC came up, I think from Umpadek, even or before Umpadek, there was another commission that was established before Umpadek that cut across all the regions, and the Igbos, few part of them benefited from Umpadek. Then Umpadek was scrapped. The Southeast came up. The Northeast, they have their own development commission. South have their own development commission. Then the Niger Delta have their own development commission. Then what stopped the Southeast from having their development commission? Now, you can know, if you look vividly, you will see that the Southeast, some part of their states is into Niger Delta. Like the Abia is into Niger Delta. Imo State is in the Niger Delta. But if you go to these states, you cannot see any percent of Niger Delta. What is the reason? If you go to, let me say, Ebema. Ebema has a very large oil well. I mean, Ebema State have a very large oil well. You go to Ohaji. Okay, Ebema Ohaji, they are all under one local government. They have a very large oil well, just like Awara. Have a very large oil well. Then, but if you go to Awara, you ask yourself, is this a community that is producing or laying the golden egg that feeds the nation? In fact, you marvel. So, if they are really agitating for a commission, I think it will help them. It will help that state. Now, we are talking about regions. Every region has about 6 states. How many states has the Southeast? They have 5 instead of 6. Now, they have come up to say, let it be equitably shared, that we should have also 6 states like others. No way. And they are today, that is from first reading to second reading to 20 reading, at the end, it will die off. I pray that God should help them this time, the bill that as the bill came up this time again, if they really allow them. Because I know in the 9th Assembly, that bill came up, but the thing died a natural death. Now they have resolved to get this 10th Assembly. I pray she go through. Now, Carlo asking for this commission, I think by like him thanking the National Assembly and the President, it's a good thing. They should okay it, and then so that place could be developed. My brother, if you go to this Imo State, you will pity them. If you go to Abia State, you will also pity them. Except what their state could generate, and the mingle allocation that come from the national, they don't have anything to. You can imagine, as it okay, as we just left the government, who built one flyover for 8 years. Now, if there were money in that state, I don't think he would have stayed just 8 good years to build. We can stayed about 4 years and build about 11 flyovers. So, I think that commission will help them, at least to ameliorate certain suffering the people has undergo. It is only in Southeast now you can say, I want to go and take boy, like we used to say, go and bring somebody who will serve, who will carry my baby, that will have something at the end of the year, they can bring rice for us. So it's a very painful thing. It's a very painful thing. If they have that commission, even though the commission is a kind of a cash cow where people go to make money instead of developing the place, but at least in a way they will be able to do a little.
Coming to that, because I was about approaching that aspect, using the NDDC as, for example, mirroring the NDDC's travails and plights since the establishment of the NDDC, it has not really spread its wings over the Niger Delta as per development. There are a lot of windows that are needed to be filled up. There are a lot of spaces that need that touch of development that the NDDC has not been able to reach their full mandate as of now. Is it not still going to happen to the Southeast Development Commission? Are politicians not going to hijack it at the expense of the people?
I think last time, I can remember when Goodluck came to Port Harcourt, that should be like this month now. What for a book review or something, he came for at Obiwal Cultural Center. Yeah. He did say that politicians should allow NDDC to operate, at least so that what the reason for their creation could be actualized. If this South Development Commission is established now, same thing that is happening in NDDC will still happen because they will be hijacked. It will be a place of compensating your political friends. It will not be so. Now, over this one, I had a girl over the radio crying for help. She was lamenting that she had gone to NDDC. NDDC referred her to a free medical care. One Ogoni girl referred her to I think Okreka.
Yeah.
For free medical care. But when she got to the place, they told her that they cannot handle that kind of matter. Referring her back again to NDDC. NDDC keep playing her front and back, go this, do this, up to date. Okay, what if tomorrow the girl happens to die? A student. And she said, she is the only surviving child of the mother. 1990, was it 1979? 79. When Shekari took over power. Now he gave Minister for Finance to our brother. Now he ruled, and then after his rulership, after Buhari overthrew the government, their properties were seized. About 1 year or 2 years, proceeds were released to the people. Now, at least I know the minister because I was a student in his place. When those people come, we go to 20 naira, and that 20 naira was a very big money. You don't bother your parents again whether they bring money to you, they feed you or not. You are okay for that 1 month or 2 months. Now, can you imagine? Did you know that some of those properties bought by then minister, the children selling them? I was so marveled when I went to GRA and saw that they have sold their property. That was what the man was suffering then. Let me do say my children will not suffer. Let me gather money say my children will not do this. But you forget that when you begin to accumulate wealth forcefully, God has a way of punishing you. So I feel that even though that commission is set up today, it's being set up for politicians. NDDC today is set up for politicians. Tell me who is a commoner who never vowed for any position, or who is not in any political party that was appointed to manage that affairs of NDDC. No. So who in politics? Let him go there. You can imagine in Nigeria where an economist will be made a commissioner for education, an accountant become a commissioner for water resources. What are they going to? What will they offer? Nothing. A lawyer today, you will ask a lawyer to go and then become minister for finance. So this is a problem we are undergoing in this country. And it is trickling down to the government establishment or government agencies, where you will see a professor, you ask him to go and mind the oil sector. A professor in economics to go and mind the oil sector. So it's a place where they compensate their politicians, compensate their followers, compensate their friends, and all of that. What is now the trend now I see is that if you come to UST, mostly in law faculty, you will see this, will I say, because some of them are young and then join politics, and then with you see them being organized early, marry from the faculty of law. So that as soon as she is graduating from the faculty of law, they will push her to become a judge. That is what is happening now. I was surprised about 2 commissioners coming to say, I want to marry that girl, I want to marry that girl because I know she's as a lawyer, as a politician, I'm going to push her to become a judge. What is your interest for her becoming a judge as a politician? Now, let me put it on record that the next 30 years to come, if Christ tarries, when we talk about law, we are no longer going to practice the law as made in Nigeria. But what we practice is, who do you know and who knows you? So that is what I would say for that.
Okay, so finally on this topic, do you think that the Southeast is going to gravitate towards the APC and the president owing to this move that has been made?
The Southeast, if not for political abracadabra they do in Southeast, there is no how APC would have won or will win any state in Southeast. Southeast, in fact, the average Southeast Easterner believe that Nigerian is their enemy. So there is no how you could imagine on earth that Southeast will be able to vote for APC. And I think in Imo State, the present governor and the outgone governor, what is that his name? Now, during his time, I never said he won an election. But when he went to court, the council vote, the vote was resurrected and then added to him. All because what? They want APC to take over. But ordinarily, there's no how. And you could see that was how the agitation in Imo State became so high. Because what? We didn't vote for these people. Now, take a look at Imo State. Abia State. The professor who was the returning officer of the election in Abia State came up to say that she was asked to turn the vote for APC. She said, whatever the people's wish is, that is what she will announce. And that is what she did. If not, will you tell me that Labour Party will be ruling the state now? No way. I know I'm in the public domain, but then, can you imagine a card-carrying member of a political party being made a resident electoral commissioner? What do you think that will become of that state? I have one now from my faculty, who is a full card-carrying member of a political party. He throws money around for that political party. If you say you're going to be the dean of the faculty of that particular institution, you will be. If you say you're going to be the chancellor, the vice chancellor of that place, you will be. That was when former governor was there. Now that same person was made a resident electoral commissioner in a particular state here in South, and that state now they are about going into election. Tell me what will become. So that is the problem we are having. So the Southeasterners, I don't think there is any way, if they allow them go to the pool and then allow the one man, one vote to be counted, I don't think the presidency can win in the Southeast. None of the states he will win. There is no state at all. Not in Imo State, not in Anambra State, not in Ebonyi State, not even in Enugu State, or talk of the other state in the Southeast. He can't win. But because of this abracadabra, he will take over. He will still win.
All right. Coming from our analyst and guest on stage here, he is saying about the abracadabra in the Southeast that may assist the APC or not. But we'll stand to see. For now, we have been discussing still with Lawrence Obukoya, a very, very sound analyst in the political sphere of our country. And we'll go for this very short break, and when we return, more to come from our guests. Please stay tuned.
Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what they block.
I have fought a very family.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today.
the ocean to the land beyond the mountains. Through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics.
Every day, our life history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what they blow.
I have fought very firmly.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today.
Hello? Yeah. All right, welcome back to Atn Politics on Atlantic Television Network. And we have this story staring at us here. All Progressive Congress has accused Peter Obi of mobilizing outrage against the administration of President Bola Tinubu. The ruling APC described Obi's recent comments on the state of the economy as an admixture of half-truths, blatant distortions and misinformation. In a statement published via X on Monday, Obi said that the country's GDP 2015 after it recorded growth pre-2014. Sir, concerning this allegation from APC to Peter Obi that he is trying to demarket the president and the administration of the All Progressive Congress in the center, do they have, does this allegation hold weight?
See, this allegation, when I heard about the allegation, I laughed at it. See, you can only tell a blind man that there is fish or there is no fish in the soup, or there is no oil in the soup. But you can't tell him there is no pepper or salt. Now, we are all in this country. In 2015, prior to 2015, during Goodluck Jonathan period, what we are going through today is not what we saw during his time. That period, it was even better. When Jonathan tried to, I think in 2013 or 14, he wanted to increase. I asked them the reason why that thing is that hike. Is it that the land we are tilling to plant these things have increased or they have depreciated? He said, she said no. The reason is that if they sell, the money they are from that thing they sell could not be able to buy them whatever thing they want to buy in the market. And for that reason, they have to step up their own market as to meet up their own demand. Now, every human being living here in Nigeria knows that Tinubu's government does not favor anybody apart from the cabals that are ruling with him. Now, are you telling me that if today I beat my wife, they should tell her to cry because I am her husband? It's not possible. Maybe I gave her some bruises at the face, and the mother invited her for a crucial meeting, or the parents invited her for a kind of merriment in their family. Then I should tell her that when you go tell them that he fell from the stakings, that was why you had the bruises. Is she a child? So they shouldn't take her for a ride. That P2B talked about the GDP of the country. Should be able to tell them that that is a pointer to them that we people are not doing well. After all, we say political criticism or criticizing the government is a kind of pointer to correct the government. So if they have been ruling, maybe people say applauding the clapping hand for them, which means they will fall into a pit. So if P2B has pinpointed certain things they are doing that is not well, they should even applaud them for even speaking out. Then begin to accuse him. Okay, they should also say that P2B orchestrated the NSAT protest. Everybody is angry. Everybody is not happy. I was coming from Abadorari. I met a police officer on the way. He flagged. I cleared. What's the problem? Say, please, please help me to. I'm going to Port Harcourt. I said, you're a police officer? I said, yes. I said, I would have carried, but because you are putting on police uniform, I can't carry you. Because they are the people who are, they use them to do these kind of evils. Had it been I don't have my driver's license, that is where you will tell me, or I bring money, or bring the other thing. But because I know myself, so why should I be carrying you? I don't carry a police officer in my car. Unless my blood brother. who I know that it's not how he will see me in danger and then he will leave me. So P2B, that accusation doesn't hold water at all. Doesn't hold water. P2B, I think the man have threatened to sue them if they don't tender apology to him, and then paid him whether 5 billion.
Yeah.
If he has committed, what about? In fact, he who lives in the glass house should not throw stones. Cast your bread upon the water. After many days, it's
Important discussions concerning they said that there are some contributions that the government has already done concerning the minimum wage and also concerning student loans. Now, is that not enough within 1 year to be able to assess in a good light this administration? What do you think?
That if I talk about, let me talk of this student loan. The student loan, when I study about the loan, if you go to the index of those who have applied for the student loan, the south on the south, the southerners are not even, their percentage is very meager, because what they did is like setting a kind of time bomb that will explode and then crash certain persons. In this country, where a graduate, a master degree holder is now riding keke, if he had borrowed money to graduate from the school, how will he pay back the loan? If you want to make things like, why don't you make free education for people to go to school and come out? And when they come out from their school, then you are able to put them in there, give them work. There is no job. You expect me to go and take loan, as after 1 year, after 2 years, and here there is no job. I should pay, but where will I pay the money from? It's a scam. That means a total scam. Minimum wage we are talking about. We are in 30,000 naira before this time. Now people came up to say they should pay 450,000 or so. And now the thing, they came down to 250,000 naira. Tell me, where on earth that minimum wage is 30,000 naira? Now going to demand after 3 or 4 or 5 years for increase, then they skyrocket from 30,000 to 400. That's to tell you the country is not well. Ordinarily, they should at least, if they have to increase, they will say, okay, let's give 40. They add 10,000 to it, or at most they give 15,000 naira. But because the country is sick, that's why the people said no. We can't if with 100,000, we can't even manage it. So them saying within 1 year we did